Martin Brundle has called on Red Bull's rivals to do more in trying to close the gap to Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Martin Brundle watched on in awe of Red Bull's dominance at the Miami Grand Prix and noted how Max Verstappen was even able to be cautious at the start with the confidence of knowing he would get past his rivals eventually. It's been a breeze for Red Bull through the opening 5 races of the season, as both Verstappen and Sergio Perez have secured 1-2 finishes in all but one Grand Prix so far. Their dominance has led to little action at the front of the grid despite a small inner-team battle between the two Red Bull drivers. Mercedes, Ferrari and Aston Martin have all failed to trouble Red Bull, and Lewis Hamilton finished nearly a minute behind Verstappen in Miami. That was despite the Dutchman starting the race down in 9th after Charles Leclerc's crash in qualifying cost him dearly. Perez was the strong favourite to clinch victory, having secured pole, but Verstappen made light work of cutting through the field before closing up to his teammate. It's led to plenty of critics from those watching on for what has become a procession to start the F1 season. Red Bull's DRS system has proven to be a level above the rest, as they've able to ramp up even more speed than their rivals. And Brundle has warned Mercedes and co that the Red Bull drivers will feel like they can start anywhere on the grid and still finish ahead of them. With the DRS rear wing open, the Red Bull is fundamentally much faster in top speed than the other 9 teams, so much so that I suspect that wherever they start on the grid, and given no outside factors, they can finish 1-2, Brundle wrote in his Sky Sports column. Their speed is simply irresistible, and that's where the other teams must focus. It won't be easy. That's an overall car design philosophy rather than an update, and even then, only after they've understood what Red Bull are doing to dump so much drag. A cautious Verstappen even lost a place on the opening lap, dropping to 10th, fully aware that he'd cruise past the pack in relatively short order as soon as DRS was enabled, and using his prodigious, metronomic speed and tyre management thereafter. Of course, I'd rather there were at least 2 teams fighting for the victories. That would be much better, but believe me when I say that Murray Walker and I would have killed for that much race action 25 years ago in the commentary box on many occasions. That doesn't mean to say we should focus on improving the racing, and I am concerned that the 2023 cars, loaded with ever more downforce, are not helping in that respect. The Red Bull DRS success creates another fundamental issue in that they simply breeze past the opposition as I've described above, but shortening the length of the DRS zones, based on 2022 data, is not helping the rest of the field make passes. Quite a dilemma, but nothing the FIA can really do there. The other team simply must catch up.